Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Briggs, it is a big day for golf fans out there. That's because it is the start of the U.S. Open, and I promise you we're not going to talk about golf too long. I know we don't have maybe a lot of golf fans out there, but we do have a few highlights to share and talk about. Let's start with this. The world's best golfer out there, Scottie Scheffler, recently shared that he had to close his Venmo account because of sports bettors who are asking him for money. Take a listen.
I think everybody hears from fans, whether they have a financial benefit or anything in their outcome. That's why I had to get rid of my Venmo, because I was either getting paid by people or people were requesting me a bunch of money when I didn't win. It wasn't a good feeling. I don't remember the most that somebody would send me, maybe a couple bucks here or there. That didn't happen nearly as much as the request did.
I mean, honestly, it's worth a shot. He makes millions. He's had a couple wins in the past couple weeks here. So, I'm asking a guy who maybe has a couple dollars to throw around. Requesting might not be the worst idea.
So these people bet on him and they didn't win, and so they're saying, "Hey, reimburse me because you didn't do as good as I thought you would." Okay, that's a sorry excuse.
It's not a good
Venmo
feeling.
Request. No, oh my gosh.
Poor Scotty.
Yeah,
but hey, how about this too? The promise, the last golf thing we'll talk about. Dreams are finally coming true this weekend for a full-time dentist in Pennsylvania. Matt Vogt, a dentist who is based outside of Indianapolis and an amateur golfer, booked a spot during qualifiers for the U.S. Open. And the best part, it is actually the same course where he caddied as a kid. So certainly a fairy tale story for the now 34-year-old. Okay,
so two things here. You can just qualify. You don't even have to be like a professional golfer to get into this tournament?
Correct,
just randos?
Right. So I think, I think it was the U.S. Open as well. It might have been a different tournament, but Michael Block, he was the amateur or the head golf pro for a California course, who had quite the story and quite the run in a different tournament.
Wow, that's really cool. Second thing, I think this man needs to work more. Does he not have enough dental patients to keep him busy? Is he out on the course that much?
Maybe he just has a lot of free time at night. Maybe he's got a lot of free time going on.
Maybe. I've recently taken up playing tennis again.
Yeah,
because I played tennis quite a bit. But I don't think you're going to be hearing about Briggs LeSavage, professional journalist, qualifying for the U.S. Open tennis tournament.
Well, you never know.
I don't think that's a thing. I think you have to be on the pro circuit for the tennis version.
Sure.
But that's very cool about the golf. I did not know that. So,
well,
hey, we all have hope out there.
We all got dreams.
Yeah.
We'll see Briggs in New York sometime.
Hopefully someday. Probably just watching. Coming up today on Northern Life, though, a sweet story from Scotland where an elementary school is teaching a lesson in resilience. We'll meet the school's only 2 students who are inspiring nearby families to attend. And coming up later on after that, do people still go to the movie theaters anymore? I haven't been in a really long time. Ryan, you said you were just there.
I was just there, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk about that later. But an expert describes what the landscape is currently looking like for the near future for movie theaters, as well as what's really working when it comes to bringing people back to the big screen. Treats work for me, I know
Treats,
that.
yeah, good deals. Good deals also help me. But listen, we're all human. And even small things push us over the edge sometimes when we're reaching our limit. And according to a new survey, here are the top 5 things that may seem small, but give us the most stress or are the most annoying. Number 1, when you see someone that you don't want to talk to. That causes a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, it does, because sometimes you feel like, especially if it's at a store, you have to kind of like hide throughout the store so you don't run into that person.
You're like, oh, hey, totally didn't notice you there.
Right, and then sometimes you have to like rehearse like things that you could talk to them about if you do cross paths with them. Yeah, that's stress.
A lot of
stress. That is stress right there.
Number 2, a knock on the front door when you're not prepared for guests. Maybe somebody selling you something.
Yeah.
Number 3, people talking to you when you want silence. Might go along with number 1. Number 4, when your Wi-Fi is lagging or cutting out at home. Yeah, that's you just wanted things to move faster.
Right.
And then coming up at number 5, listening to someone chewing loudly.
In regards to number 4 about the Wi-Fi, I was upset with myself about how upset I became just last night, actually, with my computer not working at home. I was trying to like log into my email or something, and it just wouldn't even bring me to the Gmail, and it was so frustrating, and I like lashed out a little bit. I mean, not like in a violent way. It was fine. It was just like a minor lash out, but still, I was like, what am I doing? It's just the Wi-Fi.
That's good on you. It's good on you for admitting that.
Yeah.
And realizing that, hey, there might be an issue here.
Yeah, it's the first step.
Yeah, first step.
To our south, though, there's a cat who's recovering after surviving a 3-week trip from China to Minnesota, and it was discovered as a stowaway in a shipping container. Poor thing. The people at the Northwoods Humane Society in Wyoming, Minnesota have taken to calling her Stowaway now. That's a good name. The cat was discovered in a shipping container in Oakdale that came all the way from China. The cat's now in a rescue at St. Paul, where she has a foster home lined up, and they're also still considering a permanent name for the cat.
Aww.
I like Stowaway, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute, and I love her coloring.
Yeah.
Like, is that a that's not a calico cat. Is it a calico? Okay,
Yeah.
our director Shania says calico.
Helping us out.
Very cute.
Cat expert, Director Shania. But Stowaway is so cute. I mean, 3 weeks
Right.
in a shipping container. Probably with no food, I would assume.
Yeah, and water. I don't know how, if there's like water coming in from the ship or something. I
don't know.
I guess I hope not, otherwise the ship might have gone down.
Stowaway,
Yikes.
hopefully you're going to have a much better life, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Well, hey, this is also a cute story. During the dog days of summer, the Humane Society of South Mississippi is offering a reading program for kids in the state. Club Paws helps kids sharpen their reading skills by reading to shelter pets. So during the summer program, kids can also make and share treats with the animals as a fun way to help reduce kennel stress and also promote adoption.
Oh, I love this. I've seen them do this at the Duluth Library, and I'm definitely going to have Wells read to not only
my
our
gosh.
dogs, but we're definitely going to an event like that in the future because it's so cute. I feel like they always read about like animal stories too, and the dogs are
Yeah.
just like listening in. So cute. Oh, I love it.
Also, even if the kids weren't reading, I'm sure all those animals would just appreciate times or the
Yeah.
time that those kids are spending with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They love human interaction.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cute. Coming up after the break, we have a whole lot more to get to. Plenty of stories. We're scrolling to get there in the prompter. I can't remember exactly what they are.
Oh, that's right. Beer meets lip balm.
There we
We'll talk
go.
about a happy hour for your lips. That's the story when we come back.
Welcome back, everybody. The unique flavor of a well-known craft beer now has a companion lip balm. Exactly what we all needed, I'm sure.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, beauty company EOS. Is that how you say it? EOS?
EOS? Yeah, maybe EOS.
I'm not sure.
We'll go with
either way,
EOS.
yeah, they've partnered with Blue Moon Beer to make a Blue Moon flavored lip balm. It's part of Molson Coors' plan to revive the beer brand. The lip balm has been the same Blue Moon Valencia orange flavor that you can experience with the beer. You can buy it at their website and Blue Moon's website as well. It costs $5. Would you buy it?
I would
Brian?
probably buy it. I
Okay.
think that anything orange scented is awesome. And also, Director Shania, by the way, said, why do they need to promote the beer? And it sounds like, according to the article I wrote, I believe it was on CNN.com, it was talking about how Blue Moon's sales right now not doing so hot. So if people can maybe smell a Blue Moon and go, you know, I would really go for that right now, then it might push them to actually go out and buy some.
Yeah, that's funny. You know, I do feel like there's so many more beer options these
Right.
days, especially of that kind of summery variety, fruit flavored. So maybe people have just branched out and forgotten about the classic Blue Moon.
Yeah.
So maybe this new marketing strategy will work. We'll
And
see.
also, not a lot of people drinking beer. You know,
True.
a lot of the younger folks too. The Gen Z
Yeah.
decided to go non-alcoholic. So
True.
we'll see
Or
if they
there's,
buy it.
You know, the ciders out there, the seltzers,
Yeah.
too, just more options in general. for
NA.
people.
Well, hey, for coffee lovers out there, Starbucks trying out a protein-packed topping for their drinks. The coffee giant is testing a new protein cold foam at 5 U.S. locations, part of CEO Brian Nichols' plans for Starbucks to expand into the wellness sector and reverse sagging sales. The topping pairs a banana-flavored foam infused with 15 grams of protein with a sugar-free vanilla latte. The new offering comes as the coffee company is cutting 30% of its big menu while adding new and tweaked items.
Okay, I was actually surprised by it being 15 grams of protein.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's pretty high for a
Yeah.
coffee drink, I feel. But you could save yourself the money and probably save yourself the sugariness
Right.
of the drink and just make coffee at home. This is what I do sometimes. And I put protein powder in it, and then it's got like 30 grams
Ooh.
if you mix it in. And it tastes kind of like a mocha, actually.
If
So
it's
that's
like-
been my hack recently to save money, mostly.
Especially like a vanilla protein powder.
Yeah, I do chocolate sometimes,
Oh.
and then it tastes like a mocha, but vanilla would be really good too.
Chocolate would be
Or
tasty.
like some protein brands have like fancy flavors. Peppermint bark I've
Yeah.
done before.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Also, I think a lot of people now are focused on items that say protein on them.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I do buy those, but at the same time, I eat way too much of those snacks to where I'm not using the protein correctly. So the Starbucks thing would probably be similar for me.
Yeah, I could see that for myself as well.
Just being honest.
Yeah.
In entertainment news, from Lilo and Stitch to the latest Mission Impossible movie, some viewers might patiently wait to watch those films from their couch instead of going to the theaters.
Yeah, Jeff Wagner went out to learn what motivates people to buy a ticket as the summer box office heats up.
As gloomy skies hovered outside AMC's Rosedale 14, it made for a perfect midweek matinee escape.
I'm mainly just going because it's a rainy day and I have the AMC A-list pass, so just checking it out.
What are you going to see today?
I'm going to see Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Thunderbolts.
Hurry Up Tomorrow.
While they enjoy nearly empty auditoriums, that won't be the case for moviegoers all summer.
It's a hit parade from now all the way through Labor Day weekend.
Paul Dergarabedian is a senior media analyst for ComScore who couldn't be more excited for the slate of films like Mission Impossible hitting the big screen.
I just think that the frequency of these films, the cadence, is going to create so much momentum that we're going to wind up with a summer that, in terms of box office, winds up in the realm of over $4 billion, which is what was traditionally generated for the North American box office in the pre-pandemic era.
That's a fantastic forecast for the industry, considering those same films will eventually land on streaming services for rent or for free.
For a family of, 4, you rent a movie for $20. That's way cheaper than coming to see it at a movie.
Paul, however, feels the two viewing experiences are not in competition.
Movie going and theater and streaming are additive and complementary, not adversarial, in my view.
Research appears to back him up. A survey found streaming service users average seeing about 8 movies in theaters per year. And 61% of users say if a movie is released in theaters and on streaming at the same time, they'd prefer to go to the theater.
What motivates you to see a movie in theater?
Definitely the big screen, the good sound.
That real big pounding and bass and the sound where you actually feel it. That's not something that I get at home.
And I just think it's the experiential part, it's the communal part of it. It's the prestige factor.
The price for a ticket and snacks is often the main reason people prefer to watch movies from home. Still, certain screens continue to pull in viewers no matter the cost.
When you look at how much the percentage of box office is generated by the premium formats, IMAX, Dolby Vision, all those premium experiences that cost more, that's a part of the industry that's growing.
With photojournalist Jose Pascual, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
8 visits per year for the average American. I think I'm probably hovering around, I think I've gone once this year, maybe twice. Probably hovering around 4.
I can't even think of the last time I've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago, actually. Yeah.
I'm a big Discount Tuesday guy.
There you go.
Yeah, got the deals. Got the deals on. Big thanks to my guy Greg Marcus over there in Duluth and Hermantown.
Thank you, Greg. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back, everybody. Continuing on with the movie theme. This week, I actually did go to the theater, and I went and saw the new Mission Impossible movie, Final Reckoning, with the great Tom Cruise in it.
What'd you think?
I thought it was, if you like action, if you like a whole lot of action, definitely your movie. It's also, my friend Mike, before I went and saw it, he said it's definitely a movie theater movie where you have to experience it on the big screen. Obviously, you got the great surround sound in there. If you like a whole lot of action and you want to be impressed by some incredible stunts, I would highly recommend seeing it. Obviously, it's an ode to everything that Tom Cruise has done in that franchise, and there are some sequences in there you go, he actually did that. He did those stunts underwater, on the plane.
Really?
Just some pretty incredible things.
That's cool. I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible movies. Yeah, I know. So this, I should see them before I go see this.
You should. Okay. You don't have to, I would say, but it kind of helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Cool. I'll add it to my list of long movies that I've never seen. Well, one of the smallest schools on the planet has scored a huge win, defying the odds and dodging closure in the most heartwarming way.
Tina Kraus has our story from Scotland.
Tucked away in a tiny hamlet in Scotland sits one of the world's smallest schools.
My name is Holly and I'm the class teacher at Dore Primary School.
Holly Graves has only 2 students.
That looks great, well done.
Shannon and Molly.
We're best friends. Best friends.
Not just in her class, but in the entire school. a number that didn't add up for the local council, which decided the school should close, stirring a heartfelt campaign to save it.
This is where whales go.
With 2 tenacious tour guides.
Or fish, if you want to see our fish. Our pet fish. This is the dinner table.
And 1 determined teacher.
On paper, it's 2 children. In reality, it's the whole community. We have so many more children in the school throughout the week with toddler group and with our nurture group.
That close community bond has helped spark a local baby boom, delivering the school's saving grace, with more little learners waiting in the wings.
Once or twice a week. Yeah, we just get lessons here at the beach. It's quite nice. We get to do math, spelling, stories. We make up our own stories. I think people should really go here because it's such a good school. I would never want it to close. But not too many people, please.
Chalk one up for a lesson in resilience. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
I suppose it would be a really big shock to the system if it was just the 2 of you and then all of a sudden you had more kids in your class.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny too. I know it's like I feel like a bragging right, especially in Minnesota, to be like, yeah, well, my graduating class was only 15 people. These girls can be like, mine was only 2.
Mine was 2. Mine was like 550 or something.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh
big
my
school.
gosh. Well, in the last week, we learned former Green Bay great quarterback Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers. And the other day, he was talking about how he's relating his first day of training camp to his first day of school. Here's what he had to say.
Everything's new. It's like the first day of school. I don't know a lot of guys' names. They don't have names on the back of the jerseys here. They don't have names on the doors in the meeting rooms. So I literally walk out of the locker room lost, try and grab somebody. Hey, where am I going? But I'll get the feel of it, and I'm excited about making this home.
The 4-time NFL MVP has signed a 1-year, $13 million deal with the team. And Pittsburgh seems happy to land the future Hall of Famer. But it's something you don't think about. Yeah, those guys, get traded too, sign with new teams. It's like they're starting all over. It's like a new school.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers also announcing he got married recently.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Some tea. Still to come, a few important reminders. We'll see you after the break. A quick announcement before we go today. Tomorrow, we will not be having a new show. That is because Hunter's on vacation, and also I'll be heading on vacation. I'm off to North Carolina for a wedding. My fiance's sister's getting married, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, have you been to North Carolina before?
I've actually never been to North Carolina. My dad went to law school at Duke University, so we're hoping to add that to part of the trip. But we're going to be right on the coast, right on the coast there with the ocean.
Oh, well, that'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the edits of your guys' faces on the beach. Hunter's at the cabin the other day. Oh, too funny. Well, have a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah,
should be a lot of fun.
Beautiful time. Well, since we don't have a new show tomorrow, we want to take a moment to give a happy Father's Day to our Northern Life dads out there. Oh, there's me and my dad, and Ryan and his dad. Yeah. How cute is that?
And also a big shout out to Hunter's dad too, and also celebrating his first Father's Day, your husband Matt.
Yeah,
that?
It's going to be fun.
Director Shania thought I was going to say Hunter.
Celebrating his first
not as far as I know. I think, just Matt.
Funny.
Matt celebrating his first Father's Day.
Big shout out to Matt and everything he does for us. Don't know what we'd do without you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We love you, dads, and we love you.
Yeah, we'll see you here on Monday with a new show.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.